Josh is with us. Josh is in San Antonio. Hi, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dave. How are you doing today?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So I'm a realtor with a crisis of conscience. Realtor. I also teach financial peace. I'm currently teaching my third class. And the thing I've come across, especially in these crazy times, is what do you do when you got these people that the lender's like, oh, you got to go get a credit card. Oh, you got to go do this debt. I've told people, look, there's other ways to do this. And I've lost business, and that's fine. God's taking care of my family. But how do you approach this as a real estate guy? You've been in this forever. Doing both sides.
You're talking about the go get a credit card to build your credit thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what you have to have is you need to find how much volume do you do? How many houses a year do you sell?
I do about $2 million a year.
Okay.
Long story how my stuff floats. My family we've been debt free for a while, so we're not having to go out there and get every single deal and just do whatever. I try to do mine as biblically as possible, which is kind of hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, I think that what we had to do in the instance 20 plus years ago, 25 years ago with Churchill Mortgage was Mike Hardwick and I had to sit down and say, listen, if I'm going to send folks to Churchill Mortgage and tell people that I never say anything more than a 15-year fixed rate where the payment is more than a fourth of your take-home pay, and you need to be prepared to do manual underwriting because a lot of the people that do what I teach are not going to have a credit score, and so you can't tell people to go get a credit card when the lead I sent you just went through Financial Peace University and I told them to cut up their credit cards. So we can't be, it's inconsistent. And people get pissed off when you're inconsistent because it feels like a lack of integrity. So these are the discussions Mike and I had 25 years ago. And we've had them a few times since then over the years as he's grown and he buys another mortgage company in another city and he has to teach them, our way of looking at things because if I send leads over there, they get mad,
Yeah.
And you got the same thing. It's not just a crisis of confidence. It's conscience, but it's they're looking at us like we lied or something, And so, what I would tell you to do is begin to develop just on a local level a relationship with a mortgage broker, a mortgage company that, or maybe just an underwriter at one of the companies, or a loan originator that's just got, they get it. They go through Financial Peace University. Maybe you pay for it or whatever, and so that you can get aligned on when I send a customer over there. I don't want to hear that you told them to go get a credit card,
right?
Or I can't send you that business. Yeah, and so because I can't. It's inconsistent, and it standard operating procedure in the mortgage business won't work for me, and it won't work for you, Josh. Now, you're not saying I have trouble telling them to get a mortgage because that while we believe the best thing is the 100% down plan, we calm down a little bit and allow a 15-year in our guidelines, knowing that with the idea, though, that they're going to get it paid off soon, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So that's not your that's not your crisis.
And I've actually had to walk away from business. I think in the past 2 years, I've probably walked away from about $1.5 million in volume just because it wasn't going to be a good fit. And I didn't want to be the realtor to look back on going, it's your fault I did this deal. I don't care about that. It's better to let them go.
You just have to, somehow you have to position yourself in the customer's mind that you're coaching them, not just selling them a house.
Correct. Okay.
And I think, and when you got a customer that's crazy and they won't allow that, then they're not a customer.
Exactly. Let them go. Right. Let them go. And then just lead with your heart, man. Just lead with your heart. Lead with the coaching. Lead with the guidance. And I think that will honestly eventually earn you more volume because I love my real estate agent who's part of our program. And as a guy who teaches it, he's always holding me accountable. Hey, Anthony, did you check your budget? Is that less than 25%? And I love that because I know his heart is in the right place. So I would just say, just lead with your heart, lead with the guidance, lead with the coaching. And I believe eventually it will bring you more guidance down the road. Not guidance, but more volume.
Yeah, I mean, God's going to bless the intent of your heart here. Is what it amounts to. So, I think the thing you want to be careful of, and in my seat, I have to be careful of it as well, is to be persuasive and winsome, not legalistic.
Yes.
And be persuasive on the principles and say, this is why.
Yeah.
You know, listen, man, you're acting like you're gonna get a loan here. You're not gonna be able to breathe, and I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to leave you in a bad place, and I think you got a little bit of house fever. I think you need to go home and take a cold shower. We need to rethink. You know, if I was your older brother, if I was your dad, you know, I would tell you, son, don't do this. And so I'm going to do that because I care about you. And if you're hell bent on driving your car off the cliff, you're going to do it by yourself because I'm not going to participate in that.
Dave, but what you just said is 10 times better than a regular guy who's trying to get his 3%. Oh yeah, do whatever you want to do. Let me just get the money.
Yeah.
You know
Well, but not, you know, when somebody's got house fever, and they're hell bent on doing something stupid, and getting a loan that's 55% of their take home pay, which they can get approved for on an adjustable rate mortgage, that's going to ding them in a year and a half, right? Because it starts in the hole on the index, and they're going to come out. They're going to come out at 55%. Then they're going to be looking at 63% the next year. And you know, they're just hell bent on self destruction because they got the fever and they need that jacuzzi with a skylight. And you can't stop stupid when it's on a you know, train track heading off the cliff.
Can't stop.
And so, you know, all you can do is get out of the way and just, you know, wave the cape and go ole. You know, and just good luck with this, you know, because I've tried to stop stupid in my own friends. You have too.
Yes.
And they look at you with one eye.
Yeah.
You know, and the other eye is looking off somewhere else.
Yes.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like they're possessed.
And then when they do the stupid and they realize it's stupid, then they want to come back and apologize for the stupidity. I'm like, no, don't apologize now.
Yeah.
Live with it.
You didn't hurt me.
No.
It was you.
It's
I was
your
trying
fault.
to save you.
Yeah. I'm not stupid.
Not as much as I used to be.
Right.
This is the Ramsey Show.